Hello everyone, welcome along to another video. Today we're going to be doing an American Airlines 737 from Philadelphia to Boston. I hear this is an event they're going to be doing pretty soon on AA Virtual, which I'm not a part of. I don't tend to fly around America as much as I fly around Europe, and certainly not, with American. I like to switch it up because, it's a novel thing for me flying around America, but we're going to do the flight. It's a very short flight, and I thought we'd have a go and do it on vatsim, of course. So let's start getting set up here. Jump into the sim. Here we are in Philadelphia. Not that there's much to hear at the moment. It's very quiet. There's no weather or of any sort. Let's recycle our altimeter. And let's go set up on VPilot and make sure that we can get our clearance. So we're going to be American 2660. And should be a nice little short flight here, about 30-40 minutes at a time. AAL 2660. That's correct, actually. We don't want to connect an observer. Let's go and get our flight plan filed. We've done all the flight planning. Let's copy our remarks here and head to load. And where's the one we want? There we go. Really need to clear those flight plans out. Anyway. Yeah, they're good. Just like to check them every flight in case anything extra we need to modify. So we have Philadelphia ground and ATIS, so we'll go and grab ATIS.
10 at 13 just 18. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1500. Ceiling 2000 broken. Temperature 13. 2.8. Altimeter 29er. Simultaneous approaches to parallel and intersecting runways 27 right. 1726 in use. Arrivals expect ILS approach runway 27 right. ILS Zulu runway 17 approach. Or visual approach runway 26.
What information
Departing
is it?
runway 27 left. Runway 17.
Yeah.
Operate transponder on mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet.
Info Juliet. Tune to ground. We don't need him at the moment though. Let's go get some figures going here, shall we, and see what we're going to need in terms of fuel. And then we'll get our plane all fueled up and ready to go. Go up to flight level 290 today. 10,200 on the fuel. Let's set our parking brake. Let's do a few little things. This pitot heat, yaw damper. And we'll hit 3 here. Probably got to choose, choose our operator, American Airlines, of course. And here comes our fuel truck. Alright, that's going. Let's go and take a look at our route. So we're expecting off of runway 17. Simbeef's given us a direct to that waypoint. I don't even know how you say that. Each or each. I doubt that's correct. It's probably going to be a departure assigned by ATC. And we're in on the there's the JFK VOR, Robig 3 or Roebuck 3. Yeah, Roebuck 3. I've done this forever before. On to 2 left is the plan. It's probably going to be a descend via the Roebuck 3 if we have ADC, of course. That is. So looks pretty standard to me. We'll let him continue to fuel while he is fueling. Or, sorry, while he is on his way to fuel. We will go and grab our plan and put it in tramp. Right here. And we will put ourselves right at the top, ready to assign our departure when we get that. We'll throw our order brakes over to RTO. What are the winds? 190 at 8, so I'm expecting, SimBrief is probably correct, it is going to be a runway 17 departure, but we will see. I wonder if there are any, let's have a quick look, are there any departures under each, the waypoint? Oh, actually, okay, there's only one departure, that's interesting. Philly 2. I bet it's going to be this then, maybe. Huh, okay, it is going to be a direct, that's fine. That's literally nothing. I didn't realise it was quite that much of a you know, direct out of Philly. Okay. Well, we'll take it. We will associate that. I think that's what we're going to do. It's literally just a runway heading to about 600 feet, and then you make the turn across to whatever your waypoint is, which is each in our case. So I'll try and put this video out before the AA virtual event, and then people will have a little bit of an idea what to expect. Right. Our fuel truck is still making a slow way over here. It is quite a big airport, I guess. Seems very quiet on ground, which suits me because it means we can easily get spawn clearance without any issues here. We're on stand Bravo 4 today, by the way. It's a medium stand according to the scenery. We're just running default scenery here, no add-ons at the moment. We could easily do boarding, but we're not going to do that just because I want to get out nice and quickly. I don't like these full flight videos to be too long. If ever there are going to be a longer flight we do, then I tend to try and split them into a departure and arrival video, just so that people can easily find what they're looking for and not have to scroll through a 2-3 hour long video. Right, here is our truck. He's going to park up here, and we'll go 0008 and deal with our fuel. So we needed 10,000 fuel. I think we can easily do that with the just left and rights. We should be able to go about 5100. Why did it not work? Oh, there we go. I was putting it in the wrong field, that's why. 5100 in that one. Good. Let's have a look. 10,196, which is virtually what SimBrief said. He's going to start fueling us. Let's head inside the plane. All looking good. Let's head into Notepad here and grab our clearance. Mini ground hello, American 2660 738 Bravo 4 with Juliet, clearance please to Boston.
American 2660, Philadelphia ground, good morning, sir. You are cleared to Boston Logan International via the Philadelphia 2 departure. Radar vectors ditch, Dennis filed. On departure, maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 23010 minutes after departure. Departure will be on uniform on Victor 122.8. And your squawk, I'm sorry, stand by on your squawk.
Oh, okay.
squawk will be 3001.
Alright, we're cleared out of Philadelphia by the Philly 2 departure, radar vectors to each. We will initially maintain 5,000, expect 23010 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be on Unicom, and we will squawk 3001, American 2660.
And American 2660, Rebecca is correct. Advise ready for departure, and I understand you can spawn when you're ready. You are number 1.
Much thanks, we'll let you know. Alright. Nice, and he even read our flight remarks. Let's pop our squawk in. Let's hit mode Charlie for him right there. And so he wanted us to maintain 5,000. I'm not quite sure what happened with our flight plan. Why did he say 230? Maybe it filed wrong. Let's have a little look here. No, it is 29,000, so I'm not sure where we got a 2.3, but it's maybe yeah, we'll climb anyway. So it's going to be, as we thought, the Philadelphia 2. I'm imagining for runway 17. It's going to be vectors to that, and we are going to climb, maintain 5,000 on that. Just 1 second. Round back, apology about shut something out. Yeah, we're going to maintain 5,000 initially, and yeah, all looks good. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's also go and take a little look at our departure while he's fueling us up here. Oh, he's finished fueling us, so that's good. It's a short flight though, so I want to get our departure down, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be the Roebuck 3. Let's have a little look here. So yeah, so each there, he said radar vectors, but of course we don't have any ATC, so that's perfectly fine. Let's go take a little look at our arrival. Let's just get tram to focus. Here we go. Roebuck 3. Going to be the JFK transition from the JFK VOR Roebuck 3 to left.
American 2660, information Juliet is current at Philadelphia International Airport, the altimeter 29er 59er. When you're ready, you can expect runway 27 left.
Okay, Roger, we'll grab Juliet, and we'll expect 27 left, American 2660. Alright, we'll have to go and check all that, just reassign our departure, but that's fine. Let's just deal with this first. So the start, cross JFK, direct, 23,000, direct to that, 17 there, blah blah blah. Yep, so we got a lot of restrictions. Right, okay. That is fine. Let's go and associate our arrival first. Not entirely sure why we're going for 27 left. It probably will be. I thought it maybe was going to be 17. Winds certainly favour 17, but it's all good. It's all good. We can go for 27 left. So yeah, he told us about Juliet. We have Juliet already. Let's go over here. And there's news, that's the first waypoint, so we'll get rid of these. All looks good. Let's head back up top here and reassign our departure for the Philadelphia 227 left. That's what we're shooting around here apparently. So that's the one. We'll reassociate. Okay. All is good. Let's reset its plan view. Go. There is our runway. And start up. We're not going to bother with pushback because he cleared us to reposition, so it's whatever. We're just going to get out of here. This is the immersive audio 737 sound pack, if you're wondering. Alright, let's wait for that right engine to finish spooling properly, stabilised, and then we will get out of here. Right, all good. Yeah, okay, I'm just making sure I closed everything. Look at those little CFMs. And American 2660 ready to reposition to 27 left. Is that clear?
American 2660, you are number 1. You can change to departure, spawn at your discretion. Have a good flight, sir. Thank you.
Roger, thanks. Repositions our discretion. We'll head over to the departure frequency. Thank you very much, American 2660.
Yes, sir.
Right, here we go then. Over to the runway, as so. Let's just quickly make sure we're on M1 right here. I'm pretty sure we are. Pretty sure I changed it back, but we don't want to have any... Yep, all good. We're going to go flaps 10. We're going to go autopilot in. We'll go flight plan active. And we're going to go auto throttle in. We're going to go runway guidance is on. 122.8 is our departure. Hold the brakes. 50%. And toga. Release the brakes. Let's get out of here. Oh, hello, hello. And that's how far it goes off the center line. This is why I tell people you have to use the rudder. You've got to, or at least use your keyboard. Otherwise you look stupid. There we go, gear up. Runway guidance off. What's our heading? 271. So yeah, we were pretty alright. Maybe 1 or 2 degrees off, but that's nothing to worry about. Sweet. Yeah, runway thingy, thank you, go away. That's a bug with the TFM. I did turn it off. Anyway, it's fine. Ooh, look at that. Flaps 5. Go flaps 2. Beautiful. Up we go. Flaps 1. Billy traffic, American 2660 through 2500, coming up for each radar vectors, Philadelphia traffic. I don't know what the procedure is. I'm assuming it's just a straight direct. Maybe in the FMC side of people would be able to put a little vector in to get them in nicely, but we're just going to head direct. Because, you know, what can you do? What can you do? There's no ADC on, whatever. Right, beautiful. Who is even on? Let's have a little look here. We've got DC Senna. We got New York. Not sure if any of them are covering any of that. Yeah, there's no Boston Ada, so I'm assuming we're just going to be on our own. But we shall see. Anyway. Continuing the climb here, 2,400 feet per minute. Coming to, what did that say, 50, coming up on 6k here. Yeah. Looking good. Really nice departure. Got to get some good flybys here. Absolutely. Here we go. Just listen to that as it flies off in the distance. Yeah, that's great. It's fantastic. Anyway, beautiful. Back in the cockpit. Coming through 7,500. Looking all set here. As I say, ILS 22 left is arrival, and should be good to go. There she goes, increasing the speed to 10,000. Nice. Right, now I've departed. I'm going to head to the bathroom. I'm going to leave you with this nice little flyby view just for a few minutes. Back in a sec. Alright, I am back. Here we are, coming through nearly 15,000 here. Do leave me in the comments what you think of these little full flight videos. I quite enjoy making them every once in a while and having a few saved up ready to just upload. Let me know if you'd like to see a longer flights or shorter flights. I mean, this is, you know, I kind of prefer the shorter flights because, you know, with the streams I can do longer flights because there's more interaction. With these, you want to see the action. Let me know if you'd just rather see the departure and arrival, you know, and have the cruise cut out. It's really up to you. But this flight is nice and short, as I say, only heading up to 290. There we go. On standard pressure. Oh, this is the plane doing it automatically, actually. So of course we're not doing the approach with ADC from what I can see. I'm not entirely sure, unless anyone has logged on, but if we were, it would be a descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, and then they would probably vector us in for the ILS, and then yeah, we would be able to grab that and land. Hopefully we can do an auto land, but if not, this aircraft is very nice to land manually, so we have no worries if we have to take it on ourselves. Nice ground speed. 47 knots. In 22, 21.5. So, very good. A lot of airlines do this flight actually. Delta do it in the Airbus, I think, and UPS even do it in the 75. I was debating all of them, but I thought, you know what, we'll jump in the American 73. It's been a little while since I jumped in an American, and you know, I wanted to give people a little bit of an idea of what the flight will be like on this AA virtual event. Of course, there'll be more air traffic control, I would hope. It was a nice little flight to do anyway, and I haven't flown into Boston for a while. Flown out of there though. Right, we're inbound JFK VOR. Coming through 28,000, so everything is as it should be. We're going to level off here in 1,000 feet, of course, and we'll be at cruise for about probably 20-25 nautical miles, and then we'll head down again by the Roebuck 3. I gotta say though, that controller was really good on ground. You know, I like those types of controllers who read your flight remarks without you even having to ask. I mean, the airport was quiet as well, which helped, but it is great when they read them. You know, and completely just understand straight away. And yeah, as long as you're proficient with vatsim in that regard, you should have no issues. Right, here we go, level at 29k. Nice low cruise altitude today. Right, we're inbound Foxtrot Echo X-ray X-ray. First waypoint on the arrival. Right, on the way down to the first restriction. Alright, down we go. Let's recycle our auto brakes to position 2. Ready for landing. Coming down nicely. Let's jump into tramp window here. See what's going on. Make sure we're ready for... No, not a screenshot. There we go. See what's going on, ready for our arrival. Make sure we're all doing the right things. Looking good, minus 2300, coming down to 23,000 initially. Okay, there we go, we've hit our first restriction here at 23,000, so we're just going to level out for a little bit on our descent. There's a lot of restrictions on this arrival, so you'll probably see a few times where we sort of gradually step descend our way down. Alright, still level at 2-3,000. I'm not sure why the arrival is so sort of long and like this on the descent. It's all good. Maybe that's why he wanted us to climb to 23. Maybe he just thought 23 would be better than 29. Just stick at 23. But good old Simbrief likes to plan things strangely. I wonder what our ground speed is. Let's see. So we can see 260 at 5.5. 78 nautical miles to go. So we're looking good. 434. Wow. Still got 136 nautical miles to go actually in Tramp. So more than Project Fly because Tramp has the full arrival in and the ILS. So probably going to be at 22,000 for a little while yet. Right, down we go again. Let's have a look. 19,000. Yeah, as we saw when we looked at the departure, sorry, the arrival back in Philly, it has a lot of restrictions, a lot of descend between blah blah blah, descend at speeds. So it's a very complicated arrival, which is why, of course, we just dissociate. Right, here we go, 1,000. Now we're descending further to 12. Right, 18,000 is automatically done the altimeter for us. Very nice. There are some speed restrictions a little later we're going to have to meet, so the aircraft will have to slow down. Boston traffic, American 2660 through 17,000, descending via the Roebuck 3 arrival, going to be coming in ILS 22 left. Boston traffic. Right, there we go. I think we're going to be, well, there goes TFM anyway, saying the next waypoint is KBOS. I'm not sure it is. I think it's just, yeah, not quite yet. We've still got 92 nautical miles. That's alright. It's just got a bit out of whack. Alright. Attaining pretty descent rate, a pretty stable descent rate of 2,000 feet a minute. Right, here we go, leveling at 12,000. Speed is back at 250. Right, there we go. And continuing down to 10,000 now. He's on departure. Right, here we go through 10,000, coming down to 8k now. Looking sweet. We are on profile, of course. Tramp is keeping us on profile out at the moment. $59 nautical miles from Boston. Recycle altimeter, still the same. Be leveling out here again soon, temporarily at 8,000. Boston traffic, American 2660, 8,000, descending Roebuck 3, ILS 22 left, Boston traffic. Keep giving them little calls there just to make sure we're good on the spacing. We've still got a little way to go yet, and I don't think there's much traffic, but there we go. That's good practice, of course. Right, and there we go, now down to 5k. So we are getting in towards our approach. Of course, if we had ATC now, we'd be coming up to getting vectors pretty soon. I'm pretty sure they vec 2 into Boston. I can't really remember. I don't know if they just clear you or vector you. Pretty sure they vec 2. Alright, let's keep an eye on our speed. I think the Star had some speed restrictions, so we should be slowing down soon. But as usual, we'll aim to be configured by about 5 nautical miles from touchdown at the very latest. That's always a good setup for the 738. Yep, yeah, do a little bit of a shallower descent down to 5,000 because we've got a bit more room. All good. Oh, okay, we're actually near Massachusetts, coming over the North Atlantic, a little bit of the North Atlantic anyway. Interesting. Last time I flew into Boston was actually, it wasn't actually as long ago as I thought. I forgot I flew into here at across the pond, which was about 3 weeks ago or so. Yeah, across the pond in the A330, Dublin to Boston. Right, here we go, I think leveling out. Let's take a little look, how far are we out? 41 nautical miles out. I see they have you pretty low on this arrival then. They like to get you down. There we go, all leveled at 5,000 feet. Right, there goes our speed, I bet. Absolutely, 220 knots. Let's throw out flap 2, just to help that a little bit. Right. Now to 215, so it actually brings us back pretty nicely. Gets us into a good position. "25 nautical miles to the airport." Still back at 215, so we should be beginning an initial descent down pretty soon. Let's say to grab ILS. We go back to 205. It's not quite bringing us back yet. There it goes. Our indicator's a little bit higher. Right, down we go.
Glide slope is alive. Localizer is alive. Nav 1 has localizer.
Right there. Is our glide slope. Where is our fly plan button? There it is. M. Switch it to M2. Hit a approach switch. Should be good. Oh, okay, we are still level at the moment. $16 away. There we go, heading down. Beautiful. I'm going to take control of our speed here. Just bring it back to 180 on the initial. Go flap 10. Boston traffic American 2660 4000 for the established ILS 22 left. Close enough. Reset altimeter. There goes the glide slope. Altitude lock is off. There we go. Not bad. Yeah, I like to take control of the speed. And get it down myself. Alright. Okay, it's getting the waypoint sorted. Bring our speed back just a little bit. No rush here. Right. Oh, good. Yeah. Make sure our altimeter's all set up. I think we are. Right, very nice. 8.7 away. Very good. Let's bring it back to
2500
on 50. Get some more flap going out here. And tell you what, let's bring it right back to 140 here. We'll go full flap to help it out. Make sure that we're all slowed down. Go gear down as well. Right, final approach speed will go about 137. Should be about right. Nice thing about controlling the speed is you can do that. Take a little bit off the speed depending on how heavy you are. Very good, slowed down nicely. A little bit low on the glide slope because of slowing down, so we're just gonna, well, it will pull that back forwards, I would assume. Boston traffic, American 2660 is on about a 4-mile final, runway 22 left. Yeah, we're coming back on that glide slope. I don't entirely trust TFM's readings. Sometimes they're a little bit off, to be honest. Which is just, I mean, this is a freeware aircraft as well, don't forget, so it's probably not entirely accurate. But it is bringing us back on that glide slope, as you can see. Nice shallow descent rate, and you know, that's to be expected.
1,000.
Yeah. Right, we'll turn. See how delayed TFM was there. That's why, if I can, I like to use the aircraft callouts, but it's really good to have TFM as a backup solution as well. I think it's just because we're in a jet and we're descending quite fast. It struggles to keep up. Where is our pesky flying pan button? There it is, and we're 7% now, so it's brought us back on that glide slope. Right, we are all good. We'll do 700. Make our way into Boston. Five hundred. Check. Take flight plan out. See our heading. It's set for 22 left. A little bit off, of course, because it's a left runway. It's not going to be exact.
100.
We'll turn. Runway guidance on.
40. 30.
Auto throttle out.
10.
Touchdown. Beautiful. Hold that nose. Reverse. It's going to give me that little ding 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 because it changed heading at the last second. Tell you what, let's take the autopilot out and I'll correct it. Okay, I think TFM seems to have bugged out somewhat. It's not liking that. Doesn't matter. We're on heading virtually. Shush. Beautiful. What? Oh, okay, actually we weren't on heading. We went off by like 15-20 degrees. That's interesting. Boston traffic, American 2660, vacated to runway 22 left. We'll disconnect. Yeah, we literally did vacate there. We turned right left off the runway. Yeah, TFM sometimes does that, I've noticed. It seems to bug out. I was kind of interested to see how it would do in the 7.3. Let's go flaps up and we'll set the firing rate. Yeah, I was kind of interested to see how the autopilot would do at steering it, and yeah, I left the autopilot in and it didn't do very well. So I think it is good practice to take the autopilot out as soon as you touch down and steer the plane yourself, because the autopilot isn't going to steer it, and it seems you obviously can't put rudder inputs in while the autopilot is still going. Right, flaps are all coming in. Yeah, it was a beautiful landing, nice touchdown, very nice. A little bit dodgy on the runway, but whatever. Whatever. Right, Boston. Where can we go? Oh, let's just go Bravo 22. It says it's a small gate, but it's probably big enough. A lot of them are not always correctly labelled anyway. Right, engine 1, engine 2. They're going to shut down. Don't know what those outside shutdown sounds are. Anyway, then I saw on the inside. Yeah, and TFM always seems to get a bit stuck as well when you have the autopilot on, because you notice there we were about 20 degrees off the centre line by the end of the rollout, and TFM was still just beeping at a very low pitch, as though we were, you know, just a little bit off. So I think it had got stuck because I was still pushing left when we were probably, you know, not needing to do that anymore. But it's all good. There's our very weird sort of, I guess, outside view once we've shut down. I don't know why it does that. That's kind of a bug. There you go. Look, it's gone now. Yep. Right. Very nice. What was our... Yeah. So we're all good. Minus 163. That is very good. Pretty much exactly where I wanted it to be. We'll take that. Very good. 118. What was that? Block fuel. 31 of that. 72 passengers apparently. We can look at our landing here. We actually bounced, did we? Or was that one? Oh, okay. That was the... that's interesting. We must have bounced a bit on... Oh, at 127 knots. Interesting. We must have... Tramp probably bounced it a little bit when it tried to lift it off the ground. Anyway, the actual landing was minus 163 for G-force. Christ, yeah, that was interesting. That was completely auto-landed. 0 degrees pitch, 0 degrees roll, 125 knots. So, yeah, perfectly acceptable on the rate. Not sure about the G-force. It didn't sound particularly firm, but I think auto-landing is great. But you know, in the Airbus is actually smart and auto flares. The 73 doesn't, so it may be necessary for me to just pop the autopilot out at 20 feet. I did try pulling back a little bit, but I don't think it really lets you override the autopilot that much. It's going to sort of try and fight you. At very good. It was a nice flight, nice landing as well. Right, that is it then for today. A nice flight across to Boston. We got some nice control out of Philly. Shame there wasn't any other control on, but you know, it was a nice arrival, and we flew the whole star. And Tramp did it very well, did it correctly. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, what's going on with OBS? Controls. Right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the next video.